Hey girls, Kaylee here. So today I wanted to do a video on how I give myself a blowout or how I dry my hair. Now this is actually a little bit more labor intense than just like sticking the hairdryer on your hair for 5 minutes, but it gets you such better results. Like whenever I do that, my ends just end up a little like crazy. This gets my ends looking nice and sleek, but it also gets me some volume up here, and it's nice and quick compared to a blowout where you spend forever like sectioning your hair and then doing this number with the round brush for like 40 minutes, because nobody has time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't care enough for that. And I mean, I'm me. I like am a hair person. So yeah, this is a lot better than doing it that way. Basically, it's got a lot of good tips and tricks in here, I think, for everybody. You might not all want to do the exact same thing that I do here, but I think these are good tips and tricks that everybody can try, even if you have short hair. So yay. Real quick, before I show you guys the style, I'm going to tell you guys what I used on my hair before I do this. This is the kind of thing that I do every day. I do a leave-in product. Lately I've been doing It's a 10 Miracle leave-in treatment, and then I do something to help my hair be shiny and detangled and add a heat protectant. And what I've been doing for that is Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Renewal. And then to add some volume up in my roots, I use Big Sexy Hair Root Pump Plus Volumizing Mousse, and that works really well. I can do separate reviews on those products if you want, but that's what I use. And then I always do my makeup before I dry my hair the rest of the way, and I just let it air dry. And the reason that I do that is because your hair is actually most stylable from when it's like 70% dry to when it's actually dry. So if you're sitting there working on your hair while it's still like 50% dry, then you're really just wasting your time, because it's really not going to do all that much for your hair. So instead, what you should do is just let it air dry for a little bit and then come at it with a hair dryer. It's better for your hair and it will work out better. Alright, so that's it, and I'll show you guys now how I blow dry my hair. Well, bye! You're going to start off by combing through your hair with a wide tooth comb. Wait till your hair is about 70% dry so you don't cause any breakage. And then I always part my hair on this side of my head, but I'm actually going to be directing my hair in the opposite direction. And I'm actually going to start with my hair parted in the middle to do that. And I'm going to use a large paddle brush and my hair dryer and brush the hair and follow it along with the hair dryer until that section on top is completely dry. Now this is similar to hair wrapping if you're familiar with that technique. Then once you've got that top section dry at the roots, you're going to take another inch section and pull that over, and then continue brushing and drying as you go. Now this is going to do two things. First of all, you're creating a lot of volume because you're brushing the hair in the opposite direction that it's meant to fall. And anytime you do that, you make a lot of volume. Second of all, you're really smoothing the hair down. Brushing it against your head is going to give it a nice, smooth, straight appearance. So if your hair is pretty wavy, you can actually get it really straight doing this. And because we're brushing it so much, you're actually smoothing down the cuticle, which creates a lot of shine and smoothness and really good for your hair. So this is overall really, really helpful because it gets lots of volume and shine to your hair. It's also pretty quick. I only took about 40 seconds for each of these, or seconds for each of these sections. Then you're going to go ahead and go onto the other side of your head. Now for the most volume, start with the side that your hair is not parted on. So the side that has the least amount of hair, and then go to the side that has the most amount of hair. For a little bit less volume, like me, you're going to start with the side that has the most hair and then go to the least hair. I just did that because of my haircut right now. It would look a little funny with a lot of volume on the one side. Then take the hair from your crown and go ahead and brush it straight forward, and we're going to blow dry your roots there. This is so important because your crown shows the most volume and it's also the hardest to get dry. So this is not only getting it dry, but it's really pumping up that volume. And then continue in inch sections until all of your hair is over your head. And we're all very familiar with the hair over the head trick to get the most volume. And you just want to make sure that you get all those little roots at the nape of your neck dry, because those can be really hard to get dry too. And this method makes it a lot easier to do that. And then once you're all done, you can flip your hair back up and you can see lots of volume and smoothness. I just feel like my ends need a little bit more smoothing, so what I usually do is just to throw the round brush on them really quickly. I section off one part of my hair, put the round brush in. To round brush, you just pull it down and then twist a little bit, then pull, and then twist, and then pull and then twist, and you want to have your hair dryer on that the whole time. Now if your hairbrush ever gets stuck in your hair, that's probably because either your brush is too small or you wound it up too many times. Make sure you never wind it up more than a full rotation, or else you could end up with a big tangly mess. And if you have really long hair like I do, you're going to want a really big round brush so you don't end up accidentally tangling it. So I actually take 3 sections for this side of my hair because there's a lot of hair on that side. And one thing that you can do if you really want to bump the ends under is actually to go ahead and dry it, and then when you're pretty much done, take the hair dryer off of it and just spin the brush. And spin it until it's kind of out of the hair, and that actually helps to preserve that little bumped under look. And then for my bangs, I like to blow dry it vertically so that they're kind of blown backwards. Bangs is a relative term here because that's actually a really long layer. Now if you want to be lazy or just you want a quicker method, you can actually take just a huge chunk of hair and do the same thing and just blow dry down it. That will just help to smooth it out a little bit and get rid of any excess moisture. And that's it. That's how I give myself a blowout. It doesn't take me any longer than like 15 minutes or 20 minutes depending on the day and how much my hair is being stubborn. But that's it, and I think it's a really great method to use. So I hope you guys try some of these tricks out, and here's some more videos to check out if you want to. And that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!